are many Hmong people who live in Hoa Binh. There are also the Thai, and this village right here is all Thai ethnic minority, and they pretty much just live off catering for tourists. All of these houses on stilts here are for tourists to stay in. So we are going to spend the night with the Thai family and enjoy all the things that they do. So let's go check it out. Now there are no hotels in the village because everyone just stays with the locals in their stilt houses. It didn't take long before I was approached by someone happy to welcome me in. She took me upstairs and showed me around the massive room. The house was typical of white Thai, large with a palm leaf roof and polished bamboo slat floors. The house was just one of several houses crowded around a communal bathroom, convenient for guests, and a pond used to breed fish. The whole setup of this place was spacious and very communal. It was obviously well equipped for tourists, with blankets and pillows to spare, and seemed like the perfect place to spend the night. With just a couple dozen houses, it's a perfect village to stroll about. Watching women weaving cloth, a handful of tourists hanging out, and of course, there was great shopping. The locals are ridiculously friendly and relaxed, all happy to tell you about their customs and their village.
Xin chào cô. Xin chào. Cô khỏe không?
Khỏe, cô phải không?
Vâng, tôi khỏe.
Làm gì không?
Vâng, cái này là tôi dệt vải. Cô có muốn thử không ạ?
Em có thế.
Xong lại đập như thế này, xong lấy tay cô làm thế này. Đấy, để rồi. Đây là nghề truyền thống của dân tộc Thái ạ.
Bà lâu làm một mệt.
Là có cái là 1 ngày hoặc 2 ngày. Vâng, đấy. Được rồi.
Không có thế.
Động tác thứ 2 cho vào đây này. Đấy, cả cái này nữa. Cứ giẫm chân như thế này này, không bỏ đi.
Okay. Noticing my interest in her outfit, this Thai woman invited me up to drink some tea and try on some of the local outfits. The Hmong dresses are wonderfully colorful, with harp-shaped collared blouses worn with kaleidoscope dresses and a brocade flap in front to finish off the outfit. The fabric is called lang, named after a plant that they grow that's very similar to cotton, and they use to weave their cloth. The Thai women wear these wonderfully bright outfits that I was dying to try on. They are these great one-size-fits-all dresses called sin in their own language that tie around the chest and the waist. The sin is worn over this colorful blue blouse they call swa kon. She said to me that I should stay longer to learn more about her village. And I started to think about it, especially considering how happy everyone seemed to be. With the outfits on, I was feeling pretty local and decided to try out what looked to be everyone's favorite hobby, sitting by the window and watching various people pass by. Walking around, it seemed that almost every house catered to tourists, and I found out that the village had been receiving tourists since way back in 1962, including Russians and Swedish. War and its aftermath ended this for a while, until in 1990, as the country started opening up, and travel agencies not only realized the potential of this village, but the benefits that a few tourist dollars can bring to this village with minimal other sources of income. The area now receives 50,000 tourists, bringing much-needed money into the area and offering a great weekend away for both Vietnamese and foreign tourists.
Làm gì? Cơm làm.
Cơm lam. The locals usually make cơm lam at night or early in the morning to sell to tourists. I am here learning how to make khom lam. I saw it in the village before and I wanted to see how it was made. It's a specialty of the village here. Basically what they do is they take sticky rice, they soak it in water for a few hours and they mix it with crushed peanuts and then they put it in these pieces of bamboo, fill it up with water and cover it with a banana leaf and then they cook it over the fire and out comes this like really sticky rice that you eat. It's so delicious. The bamboo is then placed over a fire. Since fresh bamboo pieces are used, it's so wet that the wood doesn't burn. This was also a good chance to check out a traditional Thai house that doesn't house tourists. In a traditional Thai house, the kitchen is the center, as it is usually the center of activity. Many Thai houses even have an extra kitchen for guests or for their children to use when they first get married. So, after just 1 hour on the fire, they're ready and pretty good. Let's give it a shot.